Let me show you this. Maaf ya, aku nggak jadi ikut kamu ke pantai. Loh, kenapa nggak jadi? Kok nggak jadi? Loh, kok nggak jadi? Hi everyone, welcome back with me Donna in Mari Mengindonesia from Bahasa Learning Center. I'm going to assist you in learning Indonesian today. What do you think about the intro? Are you feeling a bit puzzled by the Indonesian particles loh and kok there? Well, don't worry. It's completely normal to find this confusing at first. You might have noticed that loh and kok seem to be used interchangeably in certain situations, leaving you wondering if there's a difference between the two. Well, wonder no more, because we've got you covered. Today, we will learn the nuance and meaning of loh and kok. These particles play a significant role in shaping the tone and context of Indonesian dialogue. Without further ado, let's dive in. An interesting fact about the particle loh is that it doesn't have a specific meaning in Indonesian or English. Despite its lack of an exact definition, Indonesians use it to convey an expression of surprise and puzzlement in a sentence. Let's take a closer look at this example. In the introduction, there was a dialogue between two people. One of them mentioned canceling their plan to go to the beach, and the other responded with a sense of puzzlement. Loh, kenapa nggak jadi? In English, this sentence means, why didn't you come? Now let's consider what happens if we remove the particle loh. What would be the result? In the English version of this sentence, there may not be a noticeable difference, or there may be no difference at all. The meaning remains the same. Why didn't you come? However, in Indonesian, there will be a difference in terms of the expressive function. Without the particle loh, the sentence would lack the nuance of surprise or puzzlement. While it might be a subtle difference, it is essential in Indonesian conversation to add loh to infuse the right tone and expression. So, the next time you're learning Indonesian and encounter the particles loh, remember that it adds that extra touch of surprise and curiosity to your questions. It's a small yet significant aspect of Indonesian language and culture that enrich your communication with locals. The next one is kok. The difference between particle kok with the previous particle is that kok can be translated as why in English, or equivalent to mengapa or kenapa, when, of course, placed before a statement. Let's take a look at some daily conversation examples. Kok nggak jadi? In this sentence, kok is placed before the statement nggak jadi, which means it is used to ask why the person is canceling the plan to go to the beach together. It's a common way to inquire about the reasons behind someone's decision or action. Let's look at another example to understand it better. Imagine you and your friend are at a restaurant, and you both have already ordered some delicious food and drinks. However, when the food arrives, your friend suddenly loses their appetite and doesn't want to eat at all. You are very surprised by this sudden change and want to know why. So, you can ask, kok nggak makan? Just like in the previous example, the particle kok is used to ask a question and to figure out the reason behind someone's action. By using kok in your question, in your conversation, you can add a friendly and informal tone to your language, making your Indonesian interactions more engaging and natural. Alright then folks, that wraps up our sharing today about loh and kok. We know it might have seemed puzzling at first, but trust me, it's all part of the learning. Don't fret if you're still figuring out, and you'll get the hang of it in no time. Just keep practicing, chatting with locals, and immersing yourself in Indonesian culture. If you have any questions about Bahasa Indonesia, you are most welcome to use the comment section down below or hit us on Instagram at Basa Basa Learning Center. You can also check at our website at basabasa.id because we've created comprehensive materials for you to help you learn Indonesian. Until next time, keep practicing those LHO and KOK, and sampai jumpa!